Yo, Shane, Martin, what's going on? Overwatcher, what's going on? Did you see how fast the Kraken sold out? Bro, I didn't even try. I didn't even try. It's rather unfortunate. It's rather unfortunate, to be quite honest. Just doing my rounds real quick, making sure the Twitch and YouTube is okay. How's the audio? How is the frame rate? Is it all good for you guys? So I've been trying to get Idris since wave 1, and the situation with the haul limit has been insane. I'm with you, bro. I'm in the same scenario as well. It's quite unfortunate. What's Idris drama this time? Bots. Yeah. Man, we'll get started in about a minute or two. Let's hit the like button as you're coming in, guys. What do you think about the Asgard? Audio is good, thank you. Did you manage to get the Idris? No, I did not get the Idris. Hit the like button as you're coming in, guys. Alright, where is it? Still no lock on the Idris on my end. Sucks, man. 3 more waves tomorrow. Got my Idris 2017. Lucky you, Shane. I'm glad you got it that early so you don't have to go through this scenario right here. Love the Asgard. Wish the quantum feel was to SCU and a bit more HP. They might buff it. Who knows? I mean, if it's going into battle, it should be a little bit tanky, right? I feel like it should even have a size 3, to be quite honest. All right, so we got 15 guys in here. I mean, for Sunday, that's not bad. And most of the community don't know that I'm streaming Sundays now anyway. So I think this is a good start. All right, so let's get the music. Got your Idris yesterday, 2nd edition. Oh, did you get it through store credit or what? What do you mean you like the Kraken? You like a Kraken owner? I have no ambition to get the Kraken though. That's the thing. That's my thing, right? There's a thread on Spectrum now with like 400 upvotes and 300 comments. They managed to remove the element. Yes, I've seen that. Okay, so now let's get started. The first thing I wanted to cover is our friends at Quantum Vegas 2955. They are doing a community-led event at in July. July 12th is the date of the event, and what this is there will be a few guests from CIG that will show up. The guest speaker, Sean Tracy, is one of the guys, one of the I forget his title, but he's one of the big guys at CIG. Tyler Wickens, who's in on the community side for CIG. Natronics and Star Jump Grim will also be there, which is awesome. And then the moderators will be the poet, Paul Shaley, the guy that runs the Astro Pub, and I think Astro Historian is the other channel. Awesome guy. Serious Fun and Griffin Gaming RPG are going to be the moderators for this event. So now, let me play the promotional video. This way you guys get all the details you need, and then I'll provide the link to the website so you guys can check it out. Once again, it's going to be on July 12th in Las Vegas. Okay, so let's just get straight to that. All right.
Quantum Vegas 2955 is a community celebration of the Star Citizen universe, uniquely designed to immerse attendees in the creative and technical brilliance of the game. Hosted in the unparalleled conference environment of Area 15 in Las Vegas, Nevada, this inaugural event offers direct access to developers from Cloud Imperium Games, influential community leaders, as well as other Star Citizen backers. This event offers interactive sessions with special guests covering the complexity of game development to community-driven experiences in a unique and intimate setting. Quantum Vegas 2955 is more than a convention. It's an immersive gateway into the Star Citizen legacy, an unmissable highlight on the gaming calendar. Seating is limited for this special event, and early bird tickets will be sold out soon. For tickets and information, visit quantumvegas.space and follow our social media on X, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Quantum Vegas 2955, by the community, for the community.
All right, so that is the promotional video, guys, and the website is here. All right, I'll give you guys the link to this in the chat so you guys can have access to it. If you guys are interested, it's in Las Vegas. That is the link to it. If you want to check it out and have a look. But yeah, it's Saturday, July 12th, 2025, Area 15. 3215 S Rancho Drive, Las Vegas, Nevada. All right, 47 days away. If you are interested, go and check them out. All right, so now let's get into the Idris drama. Okay, so now what's going on with the Idris right now? At the beginning of Aegis Day, right? Earlier into Invictus launch week, there was some limited sales waves where players will get an opportunity to get the Idris, because right now it's all limited. And what's happened was what people experienced throughout the waves. We had multiple waves throughout the days, and what people realized was, if you're lucky enough to get it into the checkout, you still wouldn't be able to get it, simply because bots are just automatically picking them up, picking up all of it in less than 2 seconds. So in a normal human, it's usually, if you're really fast, maybe 2 seconds it'll take you to, after you get it into the cart, 2 seconds to actually check it out. So me, I've gone through it too. I'm trying to get an Idris, and I tried it. I managed to get into the checkout on the second wave, and then on the third wave, I tried to check it out. I couldn't. Within a split second, it's all sold out at each wave consistently. So CIG, the community, complained about it, and CIG said, okay, you know what, we're going to work on it. We're going to make an improvement on it and add more waves. So they did that, and we started to get those new waves. Now with those new waves, we ended up with the same result. The only difference is we've gotten another error message, but aside from that, it's the same result. It sells out in less than 2 seconds. So and the funny thing about it is, some of my org mates even showed it to me. There was a website where they sell accounts that have the Idris on it, right? So as soon as a wave will finish, as soon as a wave completes for the limited haul for the Idris, a new account goes up on those gray market websites. So literally, there are people out there using bots to pick up these ships in order to sell it for a profit on the gray market, when genuine people are trying to get it, including myself, right? So it sucks where we have zero chance to win against a bot that can just grab all of it within a few seconds. So, there's been a spectrum where a vast amount of the community is asking for them to remove the haul limit off of it. This way, people can actually have a chance. And here's the thing, right? So from my perspective, this is how things have played out, right? when they when I heard about the Idris from inception, it was associated with Squadron 42. With it being associated with Squadron 42, I didn't even consider it as a ship that I could possibly want to get, simply because God knows when we'll ever get Squadron 42. It's constantly delayed, constantly pushed back, year after year, consistently. So I had no aspiration for the Idris because we'd never know when we'll get it, right? So then this year, CIG turns around and say, "Oh, we're gonna release the Idris before Squadron 42," simply because the version that we have in Squadron 42 is drastically different than the one that we're trying to sell you now. So now that's kind of a curveball from my perspective as somebody who owns a Polaris. It's a curveball because we were always told that we'll get the Idris with Squadron, right? And now you throw us a curveball and actually release it. You release it with such a great package, right? Like, customization is kind of crazy for a capital ship. I think this is the first capital ship they've released with so much customization options. So it kind of makes my Polaris bad in a way, in terms of versatility, right? The Idris, you coming up with, I think, two different kits, allowing you to customize it and make it, use it for different roles, right? So me seeing that, I'm definitely gonna want the Idris because I want the versatility of a capital ship, which the Polaris doesn't really offer too much of, right? So you detach this from Squadron 42, threw us a curveball and released it, and you put a limit on it, a limit in which bots are getting it and not actual people that actually truly want it, you know. Um, it's quite unfortunate because CIG said they were gonna work on it. They said they did something, but we got the same result, right? The same exact result as the first time they did the wave. So I hope they fix that. I hope they figure something out where they can release the Idris and not make it a haul limit. Find another way. This way, people actually that genuinely want it can have an opportunity to get the Idris. Okay, so also, it's understood that CIG wants more funding for the project to continue to develop the project, right? From my standpoint, and I think it's going to be for many as well that aspire to get the Idris, right? I melted my whole package I can have an opportunity to get the Idris. I melted everything, all my ships, all my cap ships, everything, right? And I currently have it in my cart, but I can't check it out because bots grabbed before. So if I don't get it, CIG is losing money on the table. If I do get it, my whole fleet is going to be replaced by that Idris. Number one, once I get that Idris, I'm looking at two kits. So that's probably a total about almost $700 US that CIG could potentially make off of me just by owning the Idris. In addition to that, my whole fleet has been depleted to get in this Idris. So now I'm going to be looking to rebuild my fleet. So that's additional. So I personally also want to get a Pioneer that in addition to that Idris, after I get that Idris, so that you're leaving that on the table. I personally want to get a Galaxy. You're leaving that on the table as well. So you say you want funding, like if you add all these things up, it's probably like 2,000 already. I'm talking about, right? So like, and I believe it's going to be the same for many of the guys that want the Idris, right? You're leaving a lot of money on the table instead of allowing us to get it, and then allowing for an opportunity to cross sell with the kits in addition to people rebuilding their fleets after getting the Idris. You were selling the $30 like the blades for like $30, $40 here, $50 here, right? And like, and the community didn't even like it. So why not remove that limit, allow people to get the Idris, and then you'll see that people will be grabbing the kits. You'll see that people will be buying more ships because now they've depleted their fleet. They need to rebuild their fleet. So my point of view, you're leaving money on the table, man. Whoever from CIG sees this, you're leaving money on the table, to be quite honest, by putting this limit on it. And also, even with the limit on it, the bots are grabbing them. So genuine people are not getting it. And these people that are using the bots are putting it immediately on a gray market website and selling it, upselling people. Like, come on, you got to do something about that, right? You got to do something about that. But yeah, so that's my thoughts on it. I hope this finds somebody from CIG to see it. Hopefully they can consider removing the hall limit off the Idris. Yeah, so that's my thought. All right, guys. I know you guys were talking a lot in the chat. Let me get back here and see if I can read some of the chats. Got my Idris yesterday, second wave. Lucky you. There's a few people, like somebody I think in my community also got the Idris or the Kraken like 30 minutes later. And like when I was trying to get the Idris, like I was doing it at least 5 or 10 minutes before and then continue all the way through to like 15 or 20 minutes after, and I didn't even get it. But then somebody can log in 30 minutes later and get it. It makes absolutely no sense. I don't know what kind of system this is. Asgard need a size 3. Yeah. We're going to talk about the Asgard shortly. Waited until 4 p.m. Eastern on the dot and submitted. Lucky you, bro. What's going on, Abyss? That fan convention is a day after my birthday. Oh, nice. They need to put the capital ships to concierge only, at least stop new accounts buying to sell. Yes, Shane. Somebody mentioned they shouldn't be allow you to buy a capital ship like that, or at least a hull limited ship like that, if your count isn't maybe like a year old. If they do something like that, right? That will kind of like help with the bots, I think. They need to put it's scalping. Are the ships overpriced? I've seen, when I checked, I seen some of the accounts were going for like 2,000. I think they have other ships on there as well, but it's like one small ship plus an Idris, and then like I was seeing some prices like 2,000. Some of them were like 3,000. And they're being sold out. Capitals aside from the Polaris already require concierge to even see it on the store. Is it really? I didn't know that. I think they did change something with the additional wave. Spamming the purchase button seemed to have prevented you from purchasing. Yeah, but we have to do that, right? Like, you have to do that because you're trying to get the ship. You have to spam it because you know it's going to go in a few seconds. So then it locks you out as a genuine person trying to get it. Like, they need to add something like a captcha or whatever. They need to figure something out that will make it very difficult for a bot to grab it. I think that would be the solution. But I did get lucky the last few waves and managed to snag one. Man, I've tried, man. I don't know. I have this thing in my cart for the longest. There was also an Idris M kit that were sold for 300 ish, and those disappeared via Star Hanger. That's wild. People that want the ships are losing out to bots. People who already own multiples. I've seen people bragging in concierge chat that they bought multiple Idrises during VIX launch week by melting the ones they got. Wild. That's crazy, man. They need to ban those IPs and give them their money back. Yeah. Longtime sub, pro lurker. Best way to get these ships is to melt and buy a dominance pack, provided you have the funds. That's the issue, right? Like you have to buy these like $6,000 packs. Like nobody has that kind of money. Most people don't, right? That's the issue, right? If you have those big pack, if you have the money, that kind of money, it's not limited to you. But for a normal person that's just trying to get it, you have no chance. There was also someone on Star Citizen Trade Reddit that was selling an Idris account. There you go. They should make capitals account limited, in my opinion. Like let people get like 2 or 3 of each chip. I think what they're doing, Overwatcher, is that they are using multiple accounts, right? They create a new account, get the Idris on that, and they also have another account that has another Idris, and use a bot to create another account and use that to get another Idris. So they have 3 different Idrises, for example, on separate accounts. I'd say this: if you are out there making multiple accounts, just so you can have multiple Idrises, ruining the fun for everyone else, you need to be removed from the community. I agree. If you have one, like, why do you need to keep getting it just to make a profit when genuine people are trying to get it? Losing millions at least. Yeah, I think so. They're losing a lot of money. The cross-selling opportunities and people also wanting to rebuild the fleet after getting the Idris, they're losing out on all of that. Instead of that, you're selling us blades, in which nobody wants. People want it to get it in-game, not by purchasing it off the store. If I could afford a dominance pack, I'd buy it, but I'm like 3,400 shy of having that much credit available. Yeah. I stayed in the carts and I refreshed. I was able to get mine to purchase. Yeah, maybe it's for you. I don't like for War Bond. It's not that much of a challenge. War Bond is not that much of a challenge. War Bond, you have a few minutes, as opposed to less than a second, right? For store credit. Huge difference, right? They're limited because of the amount, because of numbers on servers. Yeah, Baron, I see that, but for example, right? The Polaris is not a limited ship. Before the Idris released, those Polaris is everywhere, right? If I get an Idris, I'm essentially replacing that Polaris with an Idris. So it's going to be the same as we see it with Polarises, right? All these people that are getting the Idris, they essentially replace their Polaris. A lot of people, there's a huge melt of Polarises when the Idris release. Huge, including myself. So, and another point is it's really not limited as long as you have enough money, right? So right now there are packages right now on the RSI website where that has the Idris, but like they're like 6,000 and above, right? So it's really not limited. It's limited to those that don't want to use Warbond to get it. I was spamming buy all waves. The one time I get one, I did not spam and clicked on buy, and around 59.59, just one click and I was able to get it. Really? Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that in the last waves. I'll try that. I won't, as soon as it hits 59.59, I'll try it. They need to implement CAPTCHA and PayPal only to stop bots from buying it that way. Yeah, I agree. I recall correctly, someone in Star Citizen Discord is getting the Idris, putting them in the buybacks and buying more. That's wild to me, man. That's just so wrong, man. Man, I cannot see your name. Check in, CHQNN. What's going on, man? It was an accident, though. I got my address by accident. I wanted the store credit one. Oh, did you? Oh, that sucks. CIG should do an IP identifier to see if the IP addresses have purchased this ship before. Yeah. Then that would help. What's going on, Jonathan? What's going on, Nez? Where your glasses? Face. No. It's the chat. The chat that I have is blue, right? It's dark blue, and the Twitch comment is also dark blue. The name of the user is also dark blue, so I couldn't really see the name. So I had to like squint to get my old man glasses. I need to get glasses, right? I'm getting old. Shouldn't be able to buy the same ship twice. Yeah. It's rather unfortunate. It is what it is. Hopefully CIG find. I'm gonna post this video. Hopefully CIG finds value in it and considers removing the limit so people, and also adding something to do, doing something about the bots essentially. Okay. All right, guys. So now, wanted to talk about the new Anvil Asgard. We haven't checked this out yet. Let's check it out. Congrats on the 40K. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that.
The Anvil Asgard is the Valkyrie on steroids. It's here to deliver larger vehicles than the Valkyrie is capable of, but without the troop deployment side of it. This is for the person with a Nova tank that doesn't have a big enough garage.
I would say it's a beast.
Yo, did you see the Gatlins on the Nova?
Weapons.
Is that even in game
ready
yet?
for action combat.
Is that in game yet? Because I heard about it, right?
Nova tank that doesn't have a big enough garage.
Yo, is this in game yet for the Nova? Remember when you hit 500? Man, I remember those days, man. It's in game? Oh, that is sick. I gotta get one of these.
I would say it's a beast with tons of weapons. It's ready for action combat.
I cannot imagine a ground vehicle that won't fit in the back of this ship, but I know where we work, so I think that's probably not a good idea to say.
Yo, look at this, man. They got like... Hold on.
Ship, but I know where we...
They got 4 Cyclones in here. That's kind of insane. That's kind of insane. So much versatility. Like, I'm hoping CIG releases a chassis kind of like the Cyclones that also offer maybe medical gameplay, maybe a little bit of mining, maybe a salvage variant, maybe all the different gameplay loops all in a ground vehicle like this. And all you have to do is put them on your Asgard. You know, let's say, for example, I would have a mining unit here, like a rock. I will have a salvage unit here, maybe like a variant of that vehicle. And then I'll have an Ursa or something for medical. And then I'll have the Atlas, Geo Combat Atlas as well. So much versatility just by having the cargo hold that can hold these vehicles, right? That's what makes the Asgard so good.
Work, so I think that's probably not a good idea to say. The big
You bought the Nova and gun? Is it in store or is it also in game? It's in game, right? It should be, right? You have to buy it on the web store, right? I hope it's in game.
Here changes are we've now got our missile rack on top of the ship.
It also looks more aggressive because all of its weapons now face forward. We've got 2 new wings on the top. They are now supporting engines instead of guns. We have new rear thrusters to help it propel itself. Now it's carrying a tank. I think one thing to notice is the underwing of the thing. It looks structurally sound. We really tried to make that extra wing that's now carrying an engine look like it can carry an engine.
We've also extended and
It's a nice
thickened
looking
the
ship,
rear ramp
man.
entrance so that the bigger Nova can actually fit.
If you're dropping into a battlefield for like a beach landing or something, you just like shoot everything at once, clear the area to let the tank or whatever come out the back.
Who
We
got
also
ran
have a few
over?
Cool paints.
Oh, that paint.
My personal preference is the
Yo.
copper paint.
Like another thing, right? I haven't been able to purchase any of these things because I don't want to lose the Idris in my cart, right? Like I want to get the paints for this. So that's also money on the table that CIGA is not getting simply because I can't get the Idris. But anyway, let's continue.
From the outside, it's obviously impressive. You don't really like get the full scope of how big it is until you like enter through those front doors and you see the roof just super far above your head. The hangar interior, it's basically just like huge cavernous space. Like a very tall area. It's almost, I've heard it described as being church-like. The side walls repeat in a fashion that's similar to like a cathedral. And at the end of it is a window to habitation that draws your eye towards it.
We've cut the crew complement down from 4 to 2 because there's only a pilot and a turret gunner / engineer now. So we have a full bunk for the pilot and the gunner. We then have a little bathroom off to one side.
Really comfortable habitation, suit locker, decent weapon rack.
And a chow line, I think is what we call it still. It also has a slightly bigger cargo grid than the Valkyrie. This one gets up to 180, but that's floor to ceiling in the back there, so it can be a little unwieldy if you do fill it up all the way. It's kind of in that weird spot where it's a military ship with an enormous cargo hold, so it kind of gets the best of both worlds.
You can get your tank on the battlefield with ease.
Providing as much fire as it wants
Damn,
to.
this thing is a
Then
beast, though.
close that ramp, lift it back off, and got the hell out.
It's a beast. The 6 guns plus the size 5s, the size 4s. It's pretty badass. So the only issue I have with the Asgard is I wish it had at least 1 size 3 shield generator instead of the 4 size 2s. I think it needs that. Easy fix, go on your phone and buy things from there. So, are you sure that's going to work? It said the Idris is in your cart is locally stored on your browser. So, if you buy things on your phone, it will work and it will save the Idris wherever you have it. How is that going to work? Did you try this? Surprises? 3 days for the Idris tomorrow. I'm gonna try to get it. Kraken is sold out too. Idris will start melting it, everything in a year. Yes, it worked. I was doing this while the Idris was in my cart. So you logged into the RSI website with your mobile. Check your cart on your phone. It won't have anything in your cart, but on your PC browser, it will. Really? Let me do that right now. Let me do that right now. If that's the case, I never had it. Okay, I think I'm logged in. Come on, move, 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 move. I don't want to save my password, man. Yeah. 1 second, guys. I'm trying to log in. It's not logging in. I don't know why. Okay. 1 second. One second, guys. If this is true, I'm gonna be so pissed off. Oh. Okay, so now let's see. I'm not logged in. My cart is empty. My cart is empty on. So I really don't have it. My cart is empty on my phone. No, it just can't be gifted. You got to get Idris in your cart both on your phone and on your PC. Twice the chance of getting it. What are the... So, okay, so... Surprises. If I'm doing it on my phone, do I need to be fast? Do I still need to be like competing with the F5 wars? How does that work? Do I need to be quick with it like everybody is on their on their PC? Check out your cart. So you avoid it. It says, hold on. I would avoid that. The auth key to buy one runs on session. Running it in multiple places or spamming blocks you from buying it for 60 seconds. It's got a crack in 30 minutes after the sale went live. Got it in the cart, checked it out, was out of stock, kept trying it, and it went through 30 minutes later. If you get it in your cart, keep trying. I did that for the Polaris. But according to my mobile, when I log in through my mobile, I never had it in my cart, but my PC has it in the cart, which makes no sense to me. Even the web store is alpha status. But I have bought something on my phone while I was away from my desk. No, you do have it in your browser. Oh, so I actually have it in my browser. So I would have to get it in the cart on my phone. So then what's the difference? Check my PC's cart. Let me check again. Let me check again. Yeah, it's in my cart in my PC right now. It's in my cart in my PC right now. It will probably be harder on the phone because it generally takes longer to refresh a page. It's different from our side store, I think. Keep trying on PC then. If you have it in your cart and your PC, should be fine. Not like Amazon or something where it would sync carts. It's weird, man. I don't know, like it's weird. Because I don't want to do something and then lose it from the cart. Puts me a step behind, you know? Yeah, like if I do it from my phone, it's gonna take me a while. I'm not gonna be quick because it sells out like almost immediately, right? So I wouldn't even be able to get in my cart that quickly unless like you were lucky. Try to check out your Idris right now on your PC. All right, let me try that. Like I'm telling you guys, man, I've been doing this. Like all of the waves except for the first wave. Unfortunately, this item is out of stock. We're gonna try to buy the Idris on your phone, but you can buy anything you want from Invictus Launch Week event using your phone. So you don't have to lose the Idris in your cart. So if I use my phone right now, you're telling me I can go to our site website and the Idris will be in stock and I can buy it right now. Is that what you're saying? I don't know, man. It's weird. I'm getting trolled. All right, guys. What else are we doing today? Yeah, so the Asgard. The Asgard is a solid chip. I'm not even gonna lie. The Asgard is a solid chip. It's definitely a ship to own. It's definitely a ship to own in game. It's definitely a ship to own in game. But for the like the price, it's I think it's like 350 or something like that. Today is Drake Day. If I cared, like I don't know, I never aspired to get the Kraken, so that's why I'm not even going for the Kraken. But Drake has tons of options for guys. Tons of options. The Ironclad is something I also want to get eventually. I don't know. Kraken is a solid contender though. A mobile base. Yeah. Okay. Melted your Valkyrie for the Asgard. They knew people wouldn't be able to they knew people would try to what do you call it? Try to upgrade from the Valkyrie to the Asgard. So they made the Asgard cheaper. I think what he was saying was that if you want another ship from Invictus, get it on your phone and leave your PC's cart alone so that. Oh, I see. I see what you mean. It's okay. It's okay. What I'm gonna do. So Nez is after the last sale, right, for the Idris, we'll still be in the last. We'll still be in the the finale, right? I'll still have an opportunity. Let's say, right, the last one. Where is it? Ship sales. The last one is the wave 3 on the 27th. 27th. That's 2 days from now. So now when does this end? Invictus launch week. The 27th. It ends on the 27th. So the last one will be the 27th in the morning, 2 a.m. my time. So after that time, we'll still be in the finale, right? This will give me an opportunity, if I don't get the Idris, to get a Perseus, and then I'll rebuild my fleet. Right? I should be able to, right? After the last wave for the Idris, you can go for all the other ships. Perfect, perfect, perfect. When 1.0 hits, we can build our own stuff. I know. Okay, so that's good. That's gonna be my strategy. That's gonna be my strategy. What ship do you have in your hangar now? I only have a Zeus. That's it. My game package is with a Zeus, so but I don't need a game package, so I can also melt that. But I have a Zeus. That's the only ship I currently own right now. I feel rebuilding your fleets. I melted so much CCU ships just to get the Idris. Yeah. A lot of my ships were all CCU, so I have to like literally rebuild from scratch. I literally have to rebuild from scratch. Yeah, I melted my ship with game package. Concierge gets a game package on its own. Nice. That's good. Oh, gosh. One second, guys. All right. Trying to see if I could still play a little bit. Not sure. I might just have to play later. So yesterday I managed to I'm probably gonna play later. I just wanted to quickly take a look at my new guns. Picked up the Volt yesterday. I also have another one. I'm gonna go check it out and then probably call it. What you plan on doing? I'm probably gonna play later on. Yeah, I think it's best I just take care of my errands before I play. So oh gosh. Damn. I'm just gonna quickly check. See if I still have the other Volt. Yeah, so yesterday, me and some of the guys, we managed to go to Hadar and we grabbed some new weapons. One of which is this, which is really cool. Ho 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 ho! Look at this bad boy right here. Look at this. I want to get the white one and the black one. I think there's other colors. Pretty cool, man. Awesome. Awesome weapon, man. Awesome. Let's put this back. All right, guys. This was fun hanging out. I think what I'll do is I'll call it and I'll probably play a little bit later on, but yeah, next stream will probably be Tuesday night. Hopefully I catch you guys. And if you haven't already, just subscribe, follow me on Twitch. Had a lot of fun. Hopefully I'll catch you guys then. All right. See you guys on the next one.